Hi, welcome to a series of videos on walking stick techniques. Okay, so these come from Chun Taekwondo from Grandmaster Kim Man's syllabus, and they're dealing with walking stick techniques, as I say. Walking stick techniques were in traditional Korean martial arts. Gentlemen and upper classes carried walking stick. It wasn't just necessarily a sign of disability or balance impairment, so it was quite common for people to carry them. So they were used obviously as a weapon as well, and we're talking about a normal walking stick with a hook on it, like this. So a couple of main things on it. Firstly, it is a defensive weapon, so you will find all of these techniques start by stepping backwards. Normally if you step backwards, one of the disadvantages of stepping backwards is it's very hard to counterattack because you're out of range, but obviously if you have a longer range weapon, then you can step back and hit the person really easily, and you're in perfect distance for it. The second thing is that all of the techniques start from the position that you would be using it. So they don't start from any other positions. When you practice always from here, because that would be realistically how you'd be holding the walking stick. Okay, and the first thing you would normally do then is slide the hand down from being on the hook to down here. Okay, so you're gripping it slightly further down here because you get much better control of the stick. It's kind of harder to control the stick if you're still holding the hook. Okay, so you slide it down, step back, and do your techniques. Okay. And then the other thing as well with Chun Taekwondo weapons is you tend to keep your hand quite close to your chest so that you don't end up smashing your own hand. Okay, so we're going to start with very, very simple. As your opponent approaches you, we'll say he approaches you with a right punch. You're stepping backwards with your right foot and striking straight up into the groin, like so. Okay, so you're just stepping back with the distance and striking straight upwards between his legs into the groin. So this is technique number one. Step back and strike like so. Okay, really simple. Drop it down and straight up. Okay. Technique number two then is a two-handed thrust. So from here, you're stepping back, grabbing the stick in the middle, and then driving it forward into the face, into the body or the face. Okay. So again, stepping back out of the range and then striking forwards like so. Okay. Or from here, putting your weight behind it if you're in forward stance. Okay. And then that's the second technique. And then the third technique, you're going to step back. And as the puncher comes in, again a right punch or a grab or whatever he's doing with his right side, you're going to come in here and then striking straight down into the neck, into the temple, into the jaw at a sort of a diagonal inward and downward angle like so. Okay, so again from here, striking like so. Okay, so all these were done, simple techniques but done with a right step back from this position. Okay, so always from this position because that's realistic. Okay, so try those. So number one, as I say, is a straight up to the groin. Number two is a two-handed thrust. And then number three is the diagonal straight high technique. Okay, practice those please.